It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead The Ones Who Live. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a new key art poster that they released, which features Rick Grimes and Michonne. We're also going to look at something interesting that they're doing, a collaboration between The Walking Dead and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, specifically the second season. And we're going to take a quick look at the trailer that they released for that. Just some quick shots that features some references to The Walking Dead. So we're going to take a look at that and I'm going to be breaking it down. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. As always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So this is the new key art poster that they released. Looks freaking awesome. Of course, we have Rick Grimes and Michonne, and we have the flame theme, which is consistent in all of the latest teasers and trailers that they've released, and it matches the new title, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Of course, The Ones Who Live is off in flames. Obviously, Michonne is wearing leather jacket that she had on when we saw her last at the end of The Walking Dead in the series finale. But obviously, look at Rick Grimes. He is wearing a CRM uniform. So this obviously reveals that he will be a CRM soldier. If you haven't really been catching on to that fact, now you are, I guess. I mean, they're keeping that a secret, but not really, because they kind of showed it in the trailer. It was subtle, but it was there. And also here, obviously, again, a little subtle, not too subtle, but a little bit, but it's also there. But of course, this goes hand in hand with the previous that they released, which also featured Rick and Michonne. We can see they're both wearing the same thing. It's the same type of atmosphere with flames everywhere. But of course, here we do see the CRM helicopters in the background and the Civic Republic itself, which is Philadelphia. And of course, there was another unofficial poster that hasn't really been officially released, but it was the same thing. It was Rick and Michonne looking at the camera. They were wearing the exact same clothing. And of course, if you look at the title, it looks slightly different. So this is the original title that they came up with, like the design of the logo. The new one is the flaming one, which is consistently used in the latest teasers and trailers and posters. But with that said, let's jump into the collaboration project between The Walking Dead and Season 2 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Looks pretty epic. The only two characters that are obviously featured are Rick and Michonne. So this has to be some sort of collaboration between The Ones Who Live and Call of Duty. Of course, it has The Walking Dead as well, but really they're focusing on just these two characters because of this particular show. But we can see in the poster, Rick right there. He has the murder jacket on, which is cool. I love the fact that they put a helicopter above his head in the poster because we know Rick and helicopters go hand in hand these days. So looks pretty cool. I would have loved to see him holding his Colt Python, but they didn't do that. Still looks pretty cool. But if we look at the trailer, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, just a few shots. We can see that it starts with this shot, which is not really Walking Dead themed, but as it gets into it, we see this shot, which is like the door handle opening, which is reminiscent of the pilot of The Walking Dead. We have a shot like this, which is reminiscent of the prison, which is cool. We have this, which is obviously reminiscent of Atlanta early on, which is cool. We even have this one, which is like an Easter egg as well for when Rick first rode up to Atlanta. If you picture that in your head, it looks very similar to how they have this set up. And then we obviously have Michonne in the title card, which is pretty cool. Rick Grimes as well. And obviously he's holding the Colt Python. The only thing that I noticed is that it looks like it's a sketch here, but Michonne's one looked like a real picture. That's the only thing I noticed. Not that it matters, but obviously we have Hero Officer Returns. and some title about zombies in the background on the newspaper that Rick is on here, which obviously is all kind of Easter eggs for The Walking Dead zombies, Rick being a officer and all of that. So not much more there to break down. Just some cool things that they included in the trailer that they had. I'm sure that Rick is gonna be maybe a playable character, maybe Michonne as well, or maybe they're just available to be picked in online mode so you can play with them. I'm not really too much into Call of Duty. I do play it sometimes, not the new versions, one of the older ones, but I'm not really into it that much to know what this is and how it's different than the other ones. If you are into those things and if you know, let me and others know in the comment section below. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.